Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk through how I'm planning to use the 2022 Ink Bucket planner. And by the way, all the pages that I'm gonna talk about, like the setup videos, will be coming up, so don't worry about that. And I'm also planning to share a schedule of these videos so that in case you want to join me in planning, you can absolutely do that. If not, you can just enjoy watching the videos. All right, let's get started. So this intro page, what I'm planning to do here is, of course, add my name. Every year I forget to do it, so this year I want to do it. I'll do it in front of you guys on camera. And then I'm also thinking of adding like a quote or a word or a phrase, anything that really gives out good vibes, something that I want to experience in 2022, so that whenever I open a planner, it would be like a nice reminder. So, and this one I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I think it's a really nice message from the creator of the planner, and I like to keep it that way. And then we have this double year calendar spread. I personally use it for just like a reference for dates, you know, see, okay, like September 21st, like when is it? So I just use it for that, and I'm gonna keep it pretty plain and simple because that's what works for my eyes. And then next we move on to, like, I think this is more of like a journaling or like a letter writing kind of a spread. And I think I'll be keeping it more like journaling because I'm planning to do something else for the letter. And this too, it will be a little bit different to you know, when you compare it to how I usually set up my pages, like planner pages. But I will make sure that the videos are to create videos for this one too. So I'm just gonna follow what is given here. In case I come up with, if I want to add anything else in here, I will do that. I will share everything in that particular video. And then this no explanation needed for vision board and thoughts become things. I'm not really sure why they're like two separate pages. I personally do a double page spread for my vision board. I like it that way. I love the images to just like pop out. I think this might be intended to like write about the vision board. I like to combine it, not too much of writing, but I like to add certain words that sort of depicts these images, and I will be creating a double page spread. I think this is by far the most requested video when I asked for video suggestions. So this will be coming up next week. I'm really excited to share my vision board. I just need to like work on it a little bit. I don't usually like to hurry up these things. If you've seen, like for 2021, I think I created it in Feb or something. So, but that's okay. You guys have asked, and I will also work on it and get it up next week. And then next we move on to what's the new normal with you. I really like this spread, and it prompted me to like think about what's the new normal with my life for the next year. And what I was thinking of writing or like creating a spread, I'm still not sure like how exactly I'm gonna be doing it, but what I'm planning to do here is more of like, you know, mixture of this new normal as well as a manifestation spread. So really think about any new things that I want in my life or that I want to create in my life, whether it's tangible or like mindset or just like wishful thinking type of things, just to like lighten it up a little bit. I want to add it here. No, absolutely no pressure. I'm not going to put that pressure on achieving these things or making sure that it happens. I think it consumes a lot of energy, that I'm gonna keep it separate for my goals. This I think is more like nice to have things or like fun things. Let's see how like what I want to add here, but that is my intention for this particular page, because a lot of the pages are like quite personal development heavy, and I just wanted to like lighten it up a little bit and just dream, like not really think about like, you know, goals, achieving, like, and making plans and creating habits. I want to like move away from that a little bit in this particular page. So yeah, I think I'll be using this for that. And then next we move to the goal setting, let's set goals and make plans page. So I like the categories that are in here, but I don't like the order in which these are laid out. I always try to, like, anywhere I can, I try to like bifurcate things and like arrange them even in lists. So I'm gonna like move this around so that I add it in the order of priority. So for me, I think first one, I want to add health stuff because I really want to focus on that. And then next we'll see what other categories I come up with. So I think I'll mostly be using these ones. Probably I'll shift, like, you know, I always try to combine like work and financial goals because they're somehow interconnected. And yeah, you can watch out, like, you know, the 2021 goal setting video. You'll get a rough idea of what I'm talking about. And I'll also like create a playlist and add it in the description box, wherein I've set up like my 2021 planner pages, not all the monthly and weekly pages, but these yearly pages as well as notes pages. I think that'll be quite helpful in case you haven't watched, or if you just want to refresh your memory in there. And this particular page, I like the idea of it, but I really love what I did for 2021, and I made this an intentions page. Let me actually show it to you guys. It was really nice. It was quite helpful for me, and I love the placement that it is next to this goal setting page. I just wrote, like, you know, this, I remember very well, I just came up with this idea in the moment, and I felt like, this is really good, and I was right. It helped me so much. I just added like little like mindset stuff that I need to it was my intention to develop this sort of a mindset. So welcoming persistence, like not giving up, just keep going ahead, let go of control and embrace individuality, like not really trying to fit in the box or trying to like imitate what other people do, and then transforming fear. So like these kind of things, I loved the idea of this particular page, you know, compared to like what's given here about priorities, habits to adopt and stuff. I like doing these things more on a monthly basis, like not on a yearly basis, because it really depends on, you know, for example, if you want to write something in new skills to learn, it depends on like your financial plan for that particular month. Sometimes, you know, you can afford to spend a little bit more on that. Sometimes you might have other priorities. So I prefer to have these more for a monthly like vision and not as a yearly vision. So I think I'll be going ahead with the like intentions, so goals and intentions. And why, the reason why I like placing these two pages next to each other is because we add the goals, like, and I created those intentions based on the goals that I had set. So if I go and see, I'm like, oh, you know what, I haven't achieved this particular goal or something, my immediate step, instead of like feeling bad or like cribbing about it, is to like look at this. Did I, you know, whatever intentions I'd set up, like, have I created this mindset? Because this mindset is what's gonna help me achieve these goals. So that is why I like keeping them next to each other. And this year too, for 2022 as well, I'm gonna be creating in a very similar way. And some of you were also keen on like, you asked me to share about the goal setting process, like not necessarily what I do here, but prior to how I decide on my goals and stuff. This is quite a lengthy process that I follow, and if you didn't know, like, I'm a mindset coach, so I work with my clients in order to set up those goals. I can probably like share a snapshot of what I do, or like talk about it in a video, as to like give you a rough idea about what I do, so that, and I can also like share some of the resources that you can use in order to like set your goals. All right, so next we move on to this monthly again, I really don't know. I need to come up with a name for this particular spread. Basically, all of the months are included in these 2 pages. So I think I have 3 ideas, but in the past, I know myself, I haven't like followed it. I haven't even started setting up with this because it just like I never really finalized on it. So I wanted to share 3 ideas with you guys that are currently going on in my mind, so that if I get overwhelmed or confused by the spread, I can look back at the video and see what I want to do with it. Anyways, one thing that I thought about adding in here is the monthly goals. So very strangely, like, I don't really add my monthly goals anywhere, and I noticed that I don't really set my monthly goals too. It's very like I just focus on subtle things like little habits and things like that. I think it'll be nice to go back to creating monthly goals. I used to do that in 2020, and it helped me quite a bit to like tangibly progress. I think last year I was for 2021 I was focusing more on like little things, like my yoga, water. It just kept on repeating. I like that, but I think I'm ready to move ahead a little bit in terms of adding specific monthly goals, and there's not really like space to add that in any of the monthly spreads, so I thought it would be a good idea to put in here. So that's one thing. Second thing, what I thought is adding monthly wins. So every single month I could come back here and write a win for that particular month. It can be big, small, doesn't really matter. Anything that I see as something that I did which was great, or something that, basically something that I did which helped me in my life, or if it was particularly a tough month, something simple too, that when life throws a lot of challenges in front of you, you have to like get up and keep going. So small wins will work out too. So I thought that'll be something nice to look back on, and to also like put your mind into really thinking about what's the one thing that you did which was really great in the past month. I think that's really nice to motivate you to become a more stronger person. So that's that. And the third idea that I had is to create like a memory spread. So it can be little things that was really nice that I just want to remember, that I want to take forward, that I want to look back on, or it can be like some nice photographs that I want to add for each month. So let's see what I do with it. Currently I am thinking about these 3 ideas. I am still not sure. Let's see. And this one, here at a glance, I very consciously stayed away from these kind of spreads in both 2020 as well as 2021. I think even in 2019, I was sure that, let's not use this. But this year I am thinking of using it. I don't know, like, even when I got the planner, I didn't really want to use, but today when I was just, planning for this video, I just felt like using it. I thought, I think I'll talk about it in another video. Basically, whatever, my yearly goal is, I just want to see if I've done it on every single day or not, like if I've worked on it every single day or not. It's not necessary that I need to work on this every single day, but I think it'll be a great snapshot to just compare my action with my intentions, so that I can review myself in a more like fair way, because sometimes I set goals and like my action really doesn't match the goals, and sometimes I put in like a lot of work but things wouldn't have worked out. So probably I can look at that and see, you know what, that method is not working. I can try a different method. I can reevaluate it. So I think I might use this spread this year. And then we have this birthdays or like events spread, very similar to what's given here. I'm gonna just do the same thing. Add birthdays, anniversaries, any weddings coming up, any trips that I'm planning, just like very non-goal oriented spread. So in my planner, I like to create these kind of spreads here and there. It's just nice. I think it's nice to like shift your focus away from goals and personal development for a bit. Okay, and then we move on to the monthly spreads. So the notes page, I'm gonna consider like this notes page I'm gonna consider for January itself, because of this monthly tabs. If you open February, you reach out to this notes page. So I think I'm gonna consider it as a monthly page. So here I want to put down anything which is specific to that particular month. So every January I participate in a 30-day yoga challenge from Yoga with Adrian. If you aren't aware, definitely check that out. I will leave a link in the description box below. This will be my 3rd year participating in the yoga challenge, and I love having the calendar in my planner. So for January, I'm gonna be doing that. But for other months, I wanna just keep it open and see. Basically, I want to create a spread which is very specific to that particular month. It can be different every single month. I don't really mind. Probably like for March, because it's my birthday month, I can do a spread something related to my birthday. It can be like a fun one or a more personal development stuff, things like that. And create like shopping lists. If I'm going on a trip, write a packing list, all those kind of things. I just want to keep this particular page open and create spreads that are specific to that particular month. And if I'm moving my house, I can do like a moving spread too. So I think it's gonna be nice. We do have another notes page here. What I'm planning to do here is to create like a rituals or a routine spread. When I did the walkthrough of the June shop planner, I noticed they had one spread for morning and night rituals, and I loved that. I think it'll be nice to like refresh your morning routine and evening routine every now and then, because right now like I go in and out of it. Sometimes I follow a certain routine, sometimes it's just like get up and start working. So I thought it'll be nice to like add it and refresh it so that a certain interest will build up and I'll be more motivated to try different things. And then we open up the calendar page. I'm not gonna change my planning method a lot. I'm gonna just follow what I did for 2021 because it really worked out for me. I love setting up that page. I kind of like, whenever I look back at it, it's really nice. It's just a nice snapshot of the entire month. Something that I do want to start adding along with the other stuff is, these like national or international days, like international like book day and international coffee day. I just want to like add these little things. I think it's gonna be nice, I guess. All right, and then the dashboard page. I love this page. It's one of my favorites. I really like setting up. It totally forces me, not force, I don't want to use that word. It encourages me to think about like my intentions, like some new things that I want to try and stuff like that. Something that I do change is like important dates, because I already mark my important dates here, so I don't need this this box. So I add like books or movies to watch, and this one, notes and doodles, I make it like my tarot spread for that, my tarot section for that particular month. This one, bills section, I mark my bills in here, so I don't really want to like add it here. And I'm also like planning for a different like budget setup, like planner. So I was thinking, I think I did that 1 or 2 months. I added like the shows and movies that I want to watch, and then I rated them or something. I think that'll be a nice thing. It'll be a fun thing. Let's see how I would be using it. And then we have the habit tracker. If you know me very well, if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't like habit trackers. I don't know, like I don't really know if I'm gonna be using them or not. I most probably will not be using it, and I'll just lay over some stickers or do something else with it. I might try sometimes, you know, like I feel like trying it, and I might try. And I know in the past I have had that thought, like, oh, you know what, let me try habit tracker this month. I do it and it doesn't work out, and then I let go of it. So yeah, this is gonna be like a similar spread too. And then weekly spread, it has changed a little bit this year, not a little bit, a lot this year. It's divided into like lines and dots, and then we have also have the weekly affirmation and this odd blank section up at the top. Obviously I will be using stickers. You know, usually like I create a theme each week and add some functional stickers. I will be planning in the same way, but I have to just figure out the placement, because I love like making it look nice and having symmetry and stuff. So this throws off the balance because of this odd thing at the top. And so I'll have to like figure out. Something that I don't like is also the dot grid and line, like two things in. I feel either it should have just been dot grid or lines. It's really nice if I was not using stickers at all. This would have been really good, but I do use, so it bothers me a little bit. Anyways, I'm just gonna be adding a lots of stickers, and then I will write down my priorities. I'll also leave space to add like little things that I want to add in here. Weekly affirmation, I don't know whether to add it in here or probably like use one of these boxes for that. Let's see. I think I still need time, and I still need to like figure out, or week on week I might change it until I figure out a system that works out for me. But for now, I just intend to use it in a very similar way that I was in 2021. And yeah, and then we move on to the dashboard page. This time it has changed a little bit. So work and personal, sometimes I do write work goals, sometimes I do write like content goals. And this year for 2022, I'm gonna be having like separate planners for both, like for both my work as well as content. So I think depending on like my focus for that particular week, I will change it up a little bit. And meal plan too, I'm gonna have a separate planner for my health and wellness. So I think I'll be using this more like a one line a day, you know, just write a thought for each day. So in 2021, what I started doing was I started adding like little bits, like little journaling, you know, just a line or two every day or for most of the days. And I really like doing that, but because, you know, it's the space is crunched a bit because of the tabbed pages, and it's divided like lines and dot grids, I think I could do that in here. So that'll be one thing. And top priorities, I'm not gonna add that here. I can probably like add priorities in here and do this for like affirmation. And then I will also have one for my tarot. Okay, shopping list, sometimes I might use it, sometimes I might not. Let's see. And here, these spreads, I'm gonna use it as it is. I really like the prompts that the Ink Bucket gives. They're quite good. For this weekly expenses, like I mentioned, I will be having a separate budget planner. So what I'm thinking of doing here is add a photograph for each week. Like just take a printout, and it can be anything, any picture from the week. It need not be this you know, really like out of the blue moment that occurred in my life. It can be like one of my favorite pictures that I took from the walk, or if I would have seen any bird, just add those pictures, because I take quite a few pictures, but I don't know what to do with them apart from like sharing it on social media. So I figured it'll be a really nice thing to add in my planner, and it'll be awesome whenever, like, when I do the flip through, like when I do the flip through for 2022. Also 2021 flip through, I'm thinking I'll share that video at the beginning of January. So I just want to complete the entire planner and show it to you guys. So yeah, that video is coming up. Now let's move on to the notes pages that are at the end of the planner. I really love using these specifically for like any spread that is applicable for the entire year. So for this year, what I've thought of right now is I'm gonna leave some blank so that I can add things in during the year. So for now, what I've thought is one word for 2022. So from few years, like I've been choosing a phrase or a word for each year so that it really guides me whenever I face any setbacks or whenever I'm setting any goals. I think it has worked out in my favor so far, and I like to continue that habit of choosing a word for the year. I am gonna create a spread for that. Last year I just added a word and like a definition. So this year I want to like write more about it. I want to journal a little bit about the word, like why I chose it and what's my intention with it, how am I planning to use it during the year. So that's one. And then another spread is lessons from 2021. So for like lessons for 2020, I recorded a podcast episode and I've spoken about like 20 lessons that I learned from 2020. So this year, since I'm not doing the podcast now, I thought it'd be nice to add it in my planner so that I can look at it. Right now, if I have to know what those lessons are, I just go listen to that podcast episode. So I thought it'd be nice to like add it so that I can look back on this. I think it's very helpful for me, so I like to add this in here. And then another thing that I want to do is quarterly goal setting. I don't know, for some reason in 2021, like not some reason, actually, I remember, yeah, it was intentional. I stayed away from like planning quarterly. It was a very conscious decision for some personal reasons, but I like to bring that back into my life because in 2020 it did help me. So I want to create a spread for that, and then I want to create a spread for like my highlights of 2022 so that if I want to add anything, I can come here and add something that like nice things that's gonna happen in 2022. And then I also want to create a challenges spread. So for 2021 there was something new that I did. I created like it was a challenges spread, and anytime I was facing a very difficult problem, I just went and wrote down things in there. When I do the flip through, I'll explain about it. It's such an important perspective for me, so I want to keep that too. And then of course I'm gonna add the self-care spread. I loved it. That's one of my favorite pages in 2021 planner, so I'm gonna create that too. And then last but not the least, I also want to like write a letter to myself and put it in this back pocket so that end of 2022 I can just read that letter. That is it's gonna be like a personal thing. I don't want to share it because I'll be sharing like so much of it, and I like to keep something just for myself. So that's probably gonna be like, I'm not gonna be making a video on that. But all the other pages, definitely the videos will be coming up, and look out for the schedule. I might share it sometime this week. So yeah, this is how I am planning to use the 2022 Inkbucket planner. Let me know what you think about it, and if you have any questions in the comments down below. And I look forward to all the setup videos that are going to be coming up soon. Alright guys, I will leave you on that note. Actually, wait for the the advent calendar opening. Like, let me just get the calendar. So here is the calendar, and then this is for 15. And then yesterday's chocolates, all of them were bad. They weren't really good. And looks like caramel or orange one. I'll add what this chocolate is on the screen here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.